if you recall, when I first met you, you told me about your steeplechase adventures. And as you know, early this morning, I told you I went on a steeplechase run. Why? Because I recalled all that. But a fish story is just a story. It's like the old fisherman that holds up a fish. I caught a fish this big. Well, maybe it was that big. It's kind of a fictitious fish story, but I took off on that. And in my early days at Walmart, when I was trying to get Walmart interested in food and getting all these general merchandise people, I actually took a fish. And I took this fish and I held it up. And from that came the fish story. And so to this day, when I speak live, and even when I don't speak live, I still hold a fish up and I tell the story. And it's a true story. I won't go into it, but people retain the stories. And it was like when I used this fish story about the turnaround of Pathmark in 1997 of spring, it was just 2 years ago, which would have been 23 years later, a guy called me to do his keynote. And I said, what do you want me to talk about, Bill? He was the CEO. He said, I don't care what you talk about, but whatever you do, bring the fish. And so he was there on the original fish story, and they just remember it. So it's the art of leadership, because one of the things too in my top 10 is that people want to understand what you're trying to do. If you're asking 275,000 employees to all move in the same direction, you just can't tell them to move in the same direction. You got to apply a story to that so they get it. And people, 99.9% of people want to understand what they're trying to do, and they want to do well.